Well, let's begin to what will be assignment number 2. I am Saul Torres at New Mexico Highlands University, and this is for Marketing 445 with Professor Heath Anderson. Let me present you to what I will be speaking about. The Webby Awards are like the Grammy Awards of the Internet. These awards internationally honor excellence on the Internet. The Webby is presented by the International Academy of Digital Arts and Sciences. This academy is an intellectually diverse organization that includes very distinguished members of the Internet, arts, and science world. The Webbies were established in 1996 during the very beginning of the web. They simply show you the best of the Internet and give us a better idea of how a well set up and efficient web page should look depending on the category. The section of the Webbies that I will be talking about is the insurance companies. The company in particular that I chose to elaborate on is Insurance Company. That was among the nominees for Best Insurance Web Page for 2012, which means that the quality of the web page was highly recognized. Well, now let's get to the contents. How is insurance positioned offline and online? And who is insurance main competition? How insurance differentiates itself from its competition offline and online? Who is this organization's target market, and how can their larger market be segmented? And then focus on one specific segment, which will be the Hispanic market, and I will contribute you with some information about the online efforts that insurance makes, or what efforts they should make. Well, what is insurance online and offline position? Insurance is one of the leading direct-to-consumer insurance companies in the market. Insurance is a customer-caring company that is mostly known for its ability to provide insurance through the web, eliminating costly and time-consuming processes that other agencies approach. It would be fair to say that their specialty is online consumer transactions. They have no problem operating on the Internet, which nowadays puts them ahead of the competition by facilitating the customer with the acquisitions of insurance through the Internet. Having been recently acquired by the Allstate Group in 2011 has been a big step that the company took towards its growth. Being a part of a company like Allstate gives the insurance firm more credibility and a higher position in the market, reflecting trust and stability, making more notable offline as well. Who is this organization's main competition? Well, its main competition are insurance companies like Geico, Progressive, State Farm, 21st Insurance, Mass Motor Insurance, the Harvard, MetLife, etc. How does insurance differentiate itself from the competition offline? This insurance company differs from offline competition in a very unique way. The spirit of being a small firm remains in the heart of the company, and it's projected through their CEO, Gary Tolman. This makes the whole staff work harder to satisfy their customers. You can infer that they're a young insurance company eager to continue growing. They look beyond just what competitors are doing to see what successful businesses outside of the market are doing to continue to build their brand. For example, in 2004, Insurance launched a cartoon advertising campaign, which no one of that industry was doing at that time. It was quick and it was flashy, and it got to the market that they were targeting, which was more younger single insurance at that time. But as soon as they saw that that was not working anymore, they switched gears and began looking to target older folks to get more presence in the market. Constant innovative marketing and strategies are what differentiates insurance from other companies. They focus on keeping rates competitive by leveraging technology that reduce costs in order to provide lower rate for customers. Insurance has its own highly segmented pricing and underwriting programs to allow customers to receive rates that are tailored specifically for them. They get also involved with pro-environment organizations to improve the quality of the environment, which has led to the planting of approximately 70,000 trees. And it maintains a claims vehicle fleet that is 100% hybrid. People just think about this. Gary Tolman has this business figured out. He gets involved with the community planning trees, uses hybrid cars for his company, creates specific rates to fit certain customers, and reduces costs of the company to offer lower rates to the customers. Their online differentiation begins by them being part of the Webby's nominees for the insurance category in 2012. The accessibility and recognition of the webpage allows them to differentiate from their competition. They cater to the do-it-yourself customer without having to have an agent to buy insurance. Insurance can quickly offer its clients an estimate on their car, motorcycle, and other types of insurances. They do not require going through all the paperwork, and they even find your vehicle information for you. I believe that their slogan of insurance for the modern world greatly applies to them because of how they approach their business. In their true spirit of saving customers time and money, Insurance offers online comparison rates from other companies. For instance, I entered the Las Vegas zip code from where I live, and they gave me reference to other companies since they were not available here in New Mexico. As you can see right here, many other companies just show you the classical "we're sorry, but we do not operate in your area." Well, Insurance does not do that. They even help you find other insurance companies for you. Another thing that they have to differentiate themselves online is that by making documents available online and communicating with policyholders by email, Insurance saves millions of sheets of paper every year. Since Insurance is capable of operating as a web-based company, it gives customers all the tools necessary on the internet to obtain the most satisfactory experience. Their consumer education is an important corporate responsibility for which they have a learning center in the Insurance site that features an online learning center comprised with frequently asked questions, another insurance glossary, informative articles called Insurance Insights, and interactive coverage counselor. The Insurance Insights encourage safe driving, insurance awareness, and environmental stewardship through articles highlighting important topics related to the cars and drivers. In the coverage counselor, consumers can also get extensive insurance guidance by using interactive tools that help customers choose the coverages, limits, and deductibles that best meet their needs. They have changed how they're positioning themselves in the social media, according to Tolman, since they're now pushing people to make comments about insurance on Facebook. So let's move on. Who is Insurance's target market? All individuals who need health, life, auto, and property insurance policies. But each potential customers group has its own needs, its own insurance requirement, and its own language. That's why Insurance can't target everyone at once. Their target market momentum can shift from time to time. That's why Insurance has to do an excellent job in segmenting their market. Their market can be segmented in age groups, which can involve youth, adults, elder, and also it can be segmented in income levels: lower class, middle class, upper class, ethnicity, having Anglo-Saxons, African Americans, Hispanics, Asians, family-oriented, insurance to the families, or individuals, just an individual, single driver, things like that. And also the types of insurance: home, life, business, auto insurance. And another way to segment their market can be the new customers and the already customers. The one segment that I will be talking about is going to be the Hispanic market. I would like to begin by saying that the overall Hispanic or Latino population of the world does not have a culture or of having insurance. Life insurance, their car insured, house, whatever belongs, they have protected with insurance. Therefore, you can assume that in the US, not all Hispanics are pro-insurance. They will get insurance only if necessary, if they want to drive, for example. This could be attached to the culture and beliefs of the Hispanic people. Most of them live day by day without thinking of their future. They are thankful for what they have today and know very well that the next day they can wake up and having nothing, or wake up to the day that they have to leave this world, like they would say. However, If insurance uses a strategy for Hispanics in which they talk about their families being protected while they're here with them or after they leave, they could be successful in penetrating this market. What if you're able to convince them of the value of insurance for their loved ones? I believe this is the right question. Why? Because you don't have to convince them or even touch base on their value of their family or children. You can be 100% sure that their significance of their family concept in their lives is as important as their own lives. This sentimental approach could be a tremendous weapon for insurance to attract the Hispanic market to acquire insurance with them. Once again, making another point, you have to feel the Hispanic market in order to be successful in it. You have to know what it's about to know to be able to reach the Latino people and convince them about your product being attractive to them. That's why I strongly suggest that they should have a section in Spanish for the insurance webpage. I'm being moderate, not asking for a whole webpage in Spanish, even though I would consider it if it was part of my business being on insurance. But I say this because I see the potential and the importance of the Hispanic market nowadays here in the United States. I can tell you firsthand that sometimes the English language seems cold to Latinos with no feelings, not because they don't know what it means, but because despite knowing the language, they don't feel that connection with it yet. That's why there's no better way of approaching the majority of the Hispanic market than doing it in Spanish. It seems a little strange to me that insurance does not have a section in Spanish, because now they're part of Allstate, which has a website totally in Spanish, like I'm showing it right now, which is called meetallstate.com, and it is clear that Allstate understands the importance of the Hispanic market here in the United States, so why not share a piece of this expertise with the newest additions insurance company? This is why I strongly recommend the Spanish section on insurance webpage to be able to capture the Hispanic market more effectively and efficiently. Before, in most Latin American countries, people were not required to have insurance on their car to be able to drive, but now the governments are starting to enforce this. The penetration of insurance companies in Latin America has had a tremendous growth in recent years. You have all the insurance companies jumping all over the place to gain a share of the market in Latin America for insurances. This is the opportunity that insurance needs to penetrate the Hispanic market here in the United States, now that it's also growing in Latin America. The majority of the Latin community in the United States is not used to paying for insurances. However, as they become familiarized with insurance policies, for example, being able to drive here in the United States, you need to have insurance, so they at least can have an entry to the market by giving them car insurance first, and then being able to project all the other plans that they can have, like motorcycle insurance, flood insurance, health insurance, life insurance, even pet insurance. I mean, once they penetrate the market, or once they get the customer, they can get them to consume more of their product. Finally, I would suggest insurance to engage in organic search engine optimization by putting words in Spanish about insurance for cars or for houses in their search engine results. So when Hispanics are looking for these things, the insurance's webpage can appear on the search engine. This would be an effective approach that insurance could take to make this possible, and it would cost them no money. I believe this would be another way to capture Hispanic clientele, and what a better way to do it at no cost. I'm not saying that they have to be among the first ones on the list that pay high costs for their advertisements, but they can definitely appear on this page if they take the time and effort to make it happen. Thank you very much for your attention once again. It's been a pleasure, and thank you very much.